Y'all, they just stole another video. Today is the 3rd of July. In that video, before I left, you saw me getting ready. You would have saw. I'm just gonna tell the things, the type of details that were in the video. And it takes 2.5 hours for me to go down the road and back. So I mean, the video was only about 3 hours 45 minutes long. So very little detail. Most of it. I left the device recording while I was gone. But anyhow, you see me get ready. You see me talking about a couple things, like taking the trash out. So I go, I run, and I do that, and I return. I note a couple of things, and then I noticed that I missed one bus. The bus that I was planning on catching. I lay down. I hear that bus go by. I get up and I get ready for the next one. I head out. When I return, I talk about what I got. I talked about, man, this shit is so crazy. It's just like, I hate when that happens because I can't really redo anything. I can try to reiterate it, but I can't redo any of it. I got back, I was wiping the walls down. I wiped the floor by hand. I rinsed the meat off that I got, and I talked about why I didn't get ribeye, what made me decide against getting ribeye and getting chunks that had a lot of marble in it instead. I talked about thinking about getting Jim, and then I was like Jack, and then I was like, but if I'm gonna get Jack, I might as well get Crown, so I got Crown. I talked about Red Bull. Talked about talking with the associate at Acme about the Red Bull that I was getting, because it made sense to get 3, in terms of price. But like I told him, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drink 3. And he was like, and he knew I was gonna offer him one, but he told me, he was like, it makes his heart beat fast. And I told him I heard that. We discussed that briefly, and like how for some people it's Monster or other energy drinks that gives them that effect. I have a piece of meat in my teeth that I can't get, and I don't have any blackers. Why didn't I think to get those while I was out? Anyways, I talked about getting off the bus. I kept ending up on the bus with people that I didn't want to be on the bus with. So I ended up getting off the bus twice. And the second time I got off, I said that I got a Black and Mild at the Shell gas station. I said, and the only reason that I got one was because I had been saying that I was going to get one for like a couple of weeks, but hadn't. And I was like, now I have it, in case, and I may or may not touch it. I rinse the meat, I season the meat, and you can see all that from here, like me doing the floor, me seasoning the meat and putting the meat in the oven or whatever. And then me doing this Lenny, and I really kind of think the Lenny was the trigger for them. Like, this bed is different, and they're claiming that I'm at the old hotel. So as they're claiming that I'm with those that are around me, you know what I'm saying? Like, they keep festering and making noise, growing aggravated with me compromising their ops. The headphones was one of the reasons why I was listening to music. Before I was listening to it with headphones, I was listening to it without headphones, and they were mad about that. But I disinfected the bed and all the linen, and I really think that has something to do with it. They didn't like the manner in which it was done. You see me take a couple of shots. They complained about me dancing, y'all. It was shoulder movements. They were mad about shoulder movements. They said that in those shoulder movements, it told everything. And that, especially for people that know me, like family and folks from my past, they would know that I dance the same way now that I used to dance, and that they wrongfully programmed females to dance like me. So you see my tolerance. So that comes out to, hold on. There's meat in my teeth. They're making it more like, they're making it they're amplifying it, so it's standing out more and aggravating me more and making me want to pick at it more. The bed, my alcohol tolerance, the crown, the mask. Okay, when I got in, I also cleaned my feet. They were acting like my feet that I was cleaning was someone else's feet. Okay, they were claiming that I was cleaning someone else's feet while I was cleaning my own feet. And I was talking about how they had been attacking the environment, and they were complaining about having to put the environment, the room, back in the place that it was supposed to be in, and how they had been using the occupants of the hotel to kind of paint it as outside and make it real muggy and sticky. So the floor and the carpet was it was suffering from humidity, you know, and damp. So when my foot would touch it, it'd be damp, like literally. And it was trifling nasty. They were doing the same thing with the refrigerator. I noted that yesterday, and it had been going on for about 3 days. So damn, he just removed all my words. They got mad about me mentioning that. The floor, the carpet. They have been painting the inside of this room as the outside, and lying about the hallway. And trying to paint the hallway as outside. So it was like a parallel flip, you know what I'm saying? Like they were acting like this one was that and that was that. Shit. The floor, that, and it was something else. The temperature in the room is what I was talking about. The mask. Okay, so after I wash my feet, I'm talking to the camera, like, you know, talking about how I don't know how I'm gonna protect them now, you know, because you know, the mask that I thought was a foot mask that I had on me, it ended up being a face mask, so I used it anyhow because I just cracked it open, you know, thinking it was for my feet, and it comes out this paper face mask, like collagen or whatever, and I'm like, fuck. So I put it on anyhow. So they were mad about me having a mask on. They were mad about me singing with the mask on. And ultimately, both my feet have acne, plastic bags on them. You know, they got mad about how I laid across the bed once. When I first got it, and well, twice. Okay, so when I first got in, they had like attacked me with heat. They were overheating me, and so I'm laying here in front of the camera, and I'm talking about how, you know, I have to get out of this stuff, you know, like, but I wouldn't dare do it in front of the camera, you know. But anyhow, I pulled like one of my hips out of the pants, and that should have probably been an indicator, and that was in the beginning, you know. But like you couldn't see anything. And then I come over here, and this is after I have like this on now, because this is not what I had on earlier. And the time is like 7:36 now. This started about 2:33, because like I told you, I've been growing a long time. So anyways, I put this on, and then I come in out late. This is like after I've done everything that I needed to do, and I come in out late, and they got mad about that too. Like I didn't do anything but lay, and from the angle I was laying, you could see the top of my head. You get what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like from a side view. I was typing, but you couldn't hear it. I had it on mute because music was playing. Yeah, I don't know. The time is now 7:40, and I just had to note that this happened.